All right, early morning. It is 6:30 a.m. and we are heading out on the road to Hana. Today we are in Maui and we are heading out on the road to Hana. It's a 64-mile drive. Now, they do say that it could take up to 10 or 12 hours because there's so many stops along the way that we want to make. So it is 6:36 in the morning. We have not really been sleeping well since we got here to Hawaii. These first few days, we've been getting up at like 4 or 5 a.m. We've been sleeping very well, but we've been falling asleep at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. And then this morning I woke up at about 4 o'clock. So we decided to just say, hey, we're up. Let's get an early start and let's get out on the road to Hana. We've downloaded the Gypsy Travel Guide app, and there is a voice that's going to lead us through the journey today. It works with your GPS, so it knows where you're at, which is pretty cool, and it points out the different places that you want to hit along the way. We do have a list of our own. We've done some of our own research, but it's nice to just have that little extra bit of reassurance that we're going to be heading in the right direction. All right, so our first stop off here on the road to Hana is Twin Falls. It's the first opportunity we have to see waterfalls, so we just parked. There is a parking fee. How much was it? $10 bucks. Now we're on the trail. There's a bunch of other people here, so I guess everyone else is getting up early.
Like the first stop, so of course
it's the first stop, so yeah, everyone's here. The trail opened at like 7, so here we are. As we were walking up, Adam said, "This is what I thought Hawaii would look like." So, yeah, looks like Hawaii.
Well, if you come to Twin Falls, don't forget to do, there's Madeline, don't forget to go to the falls in the back too. It's a very nice waterfall, great area to hike around here in the rainforest, I guess jungle. So, good stuff. Well, that's Twin Falls behind me. Fun little stop, and we're gonna keep rolling.
Another fun thing about today is we have a convertible. So we can really take in all the surrounding views. Well, we pulled off here at a waterfall, and there's a little hiking trail here. So we're just gonna take it and see where we end up. We're like really in the jungle here.
I like this spot. I'm gonna look up what it's called, but it's only a 2 or 3 minute hike, and it's a really nice waterfall. We had it all to ourselves, kind of hike through the jungle, back to this waterfall. Really beautiful area.
We've just pulled off here in K&A, and if you look behind me, basically we're getting a view of where we've come from. You can even see parts of the road from here. We've come a pretty long way, and this has just been such a beautiful drive so far. Wow, I sometimes can't believe I'm here. It's like I keep reminding myself, hey, you're in Hawaii. This is a really beautiful stop on the road to Hana here in K&A. Just to take a minute and relax, get out of the car, and take in some gorgeous views.
It reminds me of Big Sur in California.
Now we're gonna keep on rolling and see what we find next. We just stopped off at Aunt Sandy's for banana bread. It says it's served fresh, always served fresh. And first of all, this loaf right here is hot and it just smells like banana bread in this area right now. So they're definitely cooking it as we speak. So we're gonna unwrap it and have a little bit here.
And we can eat it all week.
And we're gonna eat on this bread all week. This is our first snack here on the road to Hana. Ooh. I don't even want to cut it. Can I just rip into it? Do you mind? I'm gonna rip into it like a monster. Oh. That was very good. Wow. It's warm. It's moist. I know everybody loves that word, moist. I love banana bread. All right, we got our snack. We're ready to keep going.
You really feel like you're on the edge of the world out here. We have found little Sebastian.
We came all the way to Hawaii and we found little Sebastian. We found him! So, overall, K&A has been a great stop here on the road to Hana. We took some nice pictures, we got some banana bread, we got to watch the waves crashing on the black rocks. I would highly recommend just taking a quick stop off here and relaxing for a little bit. It's really nice. Now we're going to head over to the K&A Arboretum and look at some native Hawaiian trees. Adam likes to call the Arboretum a tree zoo.
These are big trees.
These are the rainbow eucalyptus. They're so cool. It looks like someone painted the trunks with different colors. All right, we thoroughly enjoyed the Arboretum and now we're back on the road. I wonder what we'll see next. We are now halfway to Hana. This is the Three Bears Falls. Baby. That's the baby, the mama, and the bed. That was Three Bears Falls. There are 3 waterfalls. There's a little one, there's like a mid-sized one and a big one. Obviously, mama, papa, and baby bear. You park up the road, there is a turnoff. It's probably about 100 yards, maybe not quite that far. And then you just walk back down and there's a little section where you can take your photos, take your video over the bridge. We have made it to Hana. All right, we are stopping for lunch here at Huli Huli Chicken.
We're just south of Hana. This is a lunch we've been waiting to eat all day. It's Huli Huli Chicken, and they got a couple makeshift kitchens. They got a guy grilling over here. They got all the food back there in coolers. And they got this awesome huli chicken and this pork laulau. And the setting is unreal. We're looking out at the Pacific Ocean. There's this beautiful rock over there. There's a beach. People are surfing. I mean, this is what you come for, I think. And when it comes to food, food looks absolutely incredible. We just kind of ordered both, and we're gonna dive into the chicken first. Put a little sriracha on there. Oh man, that's perfectly grilled chicken. Just so tender. Look at that. And then they got a little bit of macaroni salad and just a little salad greens. That's the best macaroni salad I've ever had.
All right, digging into the pork here. Ooh, I can't get this rice. Wow, that is so good. It's got a great smoky flavor. And like Adam said, you cannot beat this view that we're looking at right now. We worked up a pretty good hunger today on our trek up here to Hana. So this is our prize. This is my first time trying poi. I'm not gonna eat it with my fingers. It's either one finger, two finger, or three fingers, depending on the consistency. And I think it's like a personal preference. It all depends on how you like to make it. But I'd say it's pretty thick, so it's probably a one finger. Oh, it's kind of sweet. Interesting. It feels like I should be eating it on something or with something. And I know it's made from taro root. I guess I haven't really had, like, other than those like taro chips. It's not something I've ever had before. It's interesting. We are throwing in the towel. I hate to leave food on my plate, but the portions here are huge, and we're gonna continue driving. So, fortunately, that's all we can do. So we are on the other side of Hana now. Something to keep in mind is that Hana isn't exactly a destination. It's called the Road to Hana, and that kind of signifies the end of the journey that you're making, but it's really more about all the stops that you make along the way. Okay, so we are in the Kipahulu section of Haleakala National Park, and we're going to walk down to the pools of Ohio. So right now we're walking down to the pools of Ohio, and then we're going to head up the PBY trail. I don't know if we'll make it all the way to the top. We're going to see how we're feeling. A lot of times we're pretty ambitious in our hiking and then don't always make it all the way. So we're going to play by ear.
Whew. All right, elevation always gets you. It's getting you here in Hawaii. Now we're in the bamboo.
We are in the bamboo forest. I didn't even realize. Wow, we're in the bamboo forest.
It's been 1 mile, like 1 mile exactly.
1 mile, it's been about a half an hour. We're heading to the falls. It's another 0.8 of a mile. So.
Well worth it so far.
So we're
well
making
worth
it. We're gonna do it all the way. We weren't sure.
It's Madeline's call. On video.
My call. We're okay. Keep going.
I am a massive fan of this bamboo rainforest. It is definitely one of the coolest places I've ever walked through. Well, we're not sure what the falls look like, but there's some waterfalls right up there.
We've reached our destination. The falls are right here. It's not too far once you get through the bamboo forest. It started to rain right as we got up to the falls, so.
Well, we are back in the bamboo rainforest. After getting caught in a flash rainstorm in the rainforest, and it happens that fast. We walked to those waterfalls, it was sunny, and about 3 minutes later, it was pouring on us. And so, I think that's the whole Hawaiian experience right there.
We're driving through potholes on the way out. Well, that was our first venture into Haleakala National Park. And we finished the PPY trail, right? PPY? YYP? We finished the PPY trail up to the waterfall. It probably took us about 2 hours. I think we started just a little after 2, and it's 4 o'clock now. Oh. I think we're probably good. I think we're honked. I think we honked enough. Now we're gonna drive back the other direction, back to where we are staying. There's a few spots that we didn't hit that we're gonna come back through and hit later this week. But such a beautiful drive, such a beautiful day. We got a little bit of rain, some clouds, but the sun kept peeking out, and it really is such a beautiful drive, so worth it. Road to Hana is definitely a must-do if you're traveling to Maui. And if you've been here, let us know in the comments where your favorite stops are along the route. So many great places, and like I said, there's a few left that we have to hit up next time. We are heading up the northwest side of the island. Behind me, you can see Lanai. This is just a scenic turnoff right here, and the views are absolutely incredible. But we've got a full day ahead, and we're pretty excited to explore more of this island. Okay, so our first stop on our drive today was Leota's Kitchen and Pie Shop. Now, there was nowhere for us to sit inside, so we decided to take our pie to the beach. Okay. Eating pie at the beach. It's not a bad idea. Okay. We ordered a chocolate macadamia nut pie. Chocolate macadamia nuts has been our go-to snack pretty much since we got to the island. So we're continuing that tradition here in pie form. All right, I want to get a little bit of everything in my first bite here. Ooh. This is like one of our first meals of the day. We had a very tiny breakfast, so we're just starting the day off with some pie. That is rich and delicious. And probably not what we should be eating before we go to the beach, but we're in Hawaii, so we're just gonna live it up.
Well, I can always tell when Madeline really likes something, and she had to take her glasses off. She liked this one so much. So I'm looking forward to my first bite. We have fallen in love with the macadamia nuts down here. When you go into the grocery stores, they have chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Like, they basically have their own aisle. And we've plowed through multiple boxes of chocolate macadamia nuts so far.
In 3 days.
The toffee covered ones have really been a standout. So I'm getting a fully loaded bite here. Let's do this. Oh, that is rich. It's a really delicious chocolate pie, really fresh whipped cream, awesome crust, and you get the macadamia nuts in there as well. They don't really have a lot of flavor. They're kind of just like a very light tasting nut that has a good crumble. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah. Yeah, macadamia nuts don't have a harsh flavor.
Yeah. But what it enhances, oh my God, there's caramel.
There's caramel? I missed that.
That's caramel.
On the bottom?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wowie Maui. So, you know, the setting too. You're looking at another island. You got a sailboat going across the channel. Teal blue water. Eating pie.
While we were planning this trip, we were talking about like, oh, I don't think we'll eat too many sweet treats. We'll make sure we eat a lot of fruit, and there's gonna be a lot of fruit stands. We'll stop, we'll get fruit, we'll get smoothies. And
Been a lot of chocolate.
we've eaten so much chocolate since we've been here. I am not complaining. I just thought we'd be slightly healthier on this trip, but so far, I mean, honestly, who were we kidding?
Bye-bye macadamia pie.
We're gonna keep on rolling. Our main goal today is to bust out the snorkeling gear that we brought with us. We each have a set, but we're total beginners when it comes to snorkeling, so there's some spots up ahead, including Honolua Bay, that are good for beginners to just get out and snorkel, because we have never done it before, but that's our big plan for the day.
We're about to have lunch in the Paia Fish Market right here on Front Street in Lahiana. And one of the reasons I wanted to come to this place is because they have fresh catch fish. I'm trying to try as many different types of fish, fresh fish from the ocean here in Hawaii as I can. And they have a special today. It's opaka paka. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's basically a Hawaiian snapper. I absolutely love snapper. We got it sauteed and looking forward to coming out. We also got mahi fish tacos. So we're gonna be splitting everything because it's pretty much how we always do it. Opaka paka sauteed in lemon, garlic, butter, a little bit of sauce here. Some Cajun rice. Oh man.
Okay, mahi tacos. Ooh. Fish, there's a little bit of cheese, lettuce, tomato, and then they're corn tortillas, but the bottom one is crispy, so you kind of get a soft shell.
It's like a double-decker taco.
It's like a double-decker taco. A little soft and hard shell taco at the same time. So behind us is the Lahaina banyan tree, which has been here since the late 1800s. It is not only the biggest tree in Hawaii, but it is the biggest tree in the United States. It's on almost 2 acres here, right in the middle of Lahaina. And it's right across from where we went to lunch at the Paia Fish Market, which was absolutely delicious. Like Adam said, it's gonna be hard to not come over here for lunch every day for the rest of the time we're here. But we are actually having dinner in Lahaina a little bit later at Lahaina Grill. Down there and do a little snorkeling. So we parked out on the street where everyone else is parked, and there is a trail, a marked trail that takes you out to the bay.
Here we are, snorkeling. The hardest GD thing I've ever done. It's so bad.
This is part of the pathway leading up to the bay where we went snorkeling. Rainforest.
It's pretty insane. It's kind of like savannah on steroids. On acid. On steroids. Snorkeling was fun. It was very rocky beach, so the hardest part of snorkeling was getting in and out of the ocean. We saw a lot of fish. That was fun. But we're just learning. Maybe we'll get better. We want to keep exploring the north side here and maybe find a sand beach. It's a little easier to navigate.
Well, we have stopped off here at the Nakalele Blowhole. It's down there below. We're not really wearing the right shoes because we just left the beach. So we'll see how far down we walk towards it.
We brought sandals to the beach and not the right shoes, so we're gonna stop right here where the path.
Not really a path.
It's not really a path. We can still see the blowhole. So my sandals are a bit better. I'm gonna risk it. Madeline, stand back. She gave me the okay. One of the cool parts about this blowhole is that it makes a mist, and then the sun hits the mist and it makes a rainbow, which is pretty apropos for Hawaii. I want it to go off when I'm talking. It's kind of like Old Fifth. There we go.
We're getting coconuts.
That's a little. First coconut in Hawaii. Actually, ever. Ooh, that is sweet. Not like overly sweet, but it's refreshing.
It's supposed to be very hydrating, coconut water.
Well, I need it, so it's going down easy. You want some?
Sure. Ooh, it's heavy. There's a lot of water in here. It is very sweet. It was very impressive watching him hack it apart. I've only seen that like on Survivor.
That's a small coconut, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a small coconut. There was a larger one. We are here at DT Fleming Park and the sun is starting to set, but this is a really beautiful beach, nice, sandy, there's still a good amount of people here for the day coming to an end, but we're gonna hang out here for a while and then we're gonna go get dinner.
Tonight in Lahiana, we're gonna be trying a restaurant that was named one of the top 15 fine dining restaurants for the last 4 years. And that's the Lahiana Grill. And pretty excited, looked over the menu, they got land, they got sea. I'm in Hawaii, I think I'm going sea. Well, we're starting off tonight with a chili relleno that's stuffed with tiger prawns, and we're also starting with a Maui onion soup. Maui onions come from right here. let's go straight into this chili relleno. Oh my goodness, that thing is fully stuffed.
Oh. Smells amazing.
Yeah, I wish you guys could smell as good as it smells. Wow. Seafood's really subtle, but pick up the pepper flavor. Obviously it's fried. And then you got this great tomato sauce. That's awesome. There's really no fine dining way to eat chili relleno. But it tastes like fine dining.
Okay, they're going in on the Maui French onion soup. French onion soup is so hot and it stays hot forever, so we've been letting it cool down. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, that's good. So the Maui onion is a sweeter onion, so it's like a traditional French onion soup, but it's just a little bit sweeter. I love onion soup.
My goal on this trip is to try as many fresh Hawaiian fish as possible. So I'm getting the special tonight, which is manchong. I've never had that before. Quite frankly, I've never even heard of it. Madeline's wants some lamb, so she's having some braised short rib, and I think both are going to be good. We've been seeing dishes go by, and they all look incredible. All right, so this is my manchong. It's on top of a wild mushroom risotto, and it's got a champagne vert blanc on it. This is one of the most beautiful plates of food I've ever seen. So this is my first bite ever of manchong. Gonna get a little risotto. There's a richness there. It's another level. Like, this is insane. Vert blanc, the champagne vert blanc is very decadent. Is the only way I can describe it. It's very sweet and savory. The fish is really flaky. It's kind of like a sea bass a little bit. I'm very, very happy with this.
Okay, this is my braised short rib on top of mashed potatoes. It is huge. I don't even know. Go down the middle. Oh yeah, it's just gonna fall apart. Oh man. Oh, absolutely beautiful. I love short rib. That is delicious. It is just coming apart, melting in your mouth. The sauce is delicious. Let's get some potatoes too. This is like the kind of meal that sticks to your bones. Potatoes are really, really, really good.
For dessert, we're getting purple berry pie. When we were in Maine, we fell in love with the blueberry pie out there. So this is gonna bring back little memories. Look at that, that's so beautiful.
You look happy.
This place does not lack for flavor.
We just finished up at Lahiana Grill, and we cannot say enough great things about our meal. The food was delicious, the service was top-notch, everybody was so kind. We had a great evening. If you're here in Maui, you should definitely stop in to Lahiana Grill, because I don't think we're gonna top this meal in Maui, or in Hawaii for that matter, because it was just absolutely phenomenal. Right now we are driving up to Haleakala National Park. We're driving all the way up to the summit for sunset tonight, and the drive in is gorgeous. We haven't spent any time in the upcountry of Maui yet, and it's so lush and green and just the opposite of the beach. It's full of cattle farms, and there's a winery up here. Oh wow, and there's just beautiful views down, all the way down to the beach as well. And beautiful views of Haleakala, where we are heading right now. So today we're heading up to the summit. The other day when we did the road to Hana, we explored the Kipahulu area of the park and hiked on the PPY trail. But today we're heading up to the summit. I think we're gonna do a little bit of hiking around there too. They warned that it gets cold up there, which is crazy because it's been in the high 80s all day down in the lower part of Maui. But we brought some jackets and some long pants if we need them. They said it could they said it could get down to like the 40s up there. Now, we come from Chicago, so we're used to cold weather, but we may have adjusted to the Hawaiian temps, so we'll see when we get up there how we feel. We just took a quick stop off here, quick pull out, take some pictures, and you can just see everything all the way down. Pretty much see all of Maui from up here. So we're gonna keep on rolling up Haleakala. So we're a little over halfway up the side of the volcano right now, and views are spectacular. The temperature has dropped from like the mid 80s at the bottom to 65. So we put the top up on the car. Yeah, it's no joke. It is dropping quickly as we rise. All right, we are about to enter Haleakala National Park. We threw our jackets, my sweatshirt on, just in preparation. We're really climbing here. We're getting a little nervous over on the edge of this road here. We have reached the summit. Said it was in the 60s when we got up here, but it is pretty chilly, I will not lie. I think I doubted, but it is definitely much cooler up here. Everyone's got their sweatshirts on, they're getting bundled up. I think we all adjusted to the 80-degree weather at the base.
So if you look right there, that's Madeline, but over there, that is the Big Island. You can actually see Mauna Kea and the observation domes that they use over there from here, which is insane.
Well, we are up here at the summit, at the top of Haleakala, looking down into the craters and waiting for sunset. I mean, we're above the clouds here, which I don't know if I've ever really been above the clouds unless I was in an airplane before. So this is a first on the Rockies or something, but not quite like this. Doesn't quite look like this. You can see everything. We got here a little over an hour before sunset, and the parking up here is filling up. So there's additional parking down all the way down there, but then you have to hike up to this area. So I recommend getting here earlier rather than later, because limited parking. Well, it is cold out there. I think I doubted, but it's in the 50s and it's pretty windy.
Yeah, we got lucky we got here when we did because we got a parking spot up at the summit. We weren't really going to go down to the crater today because that's a huge elevation change for a hike, and we'd rather lay on the beach. I think it's a really cool hike. But the thing about being up here is that it's windy and it's cool, and so we decided to come sit in the car and just kind of
we're warming up a bit. We've got probably like a half an hour until the sun goes down, so we will reemerge.
Sometimes in nature,
closer.
You just get out of nature so you can watch the nature.
Yeah. But if you have hiked down into the crater and done any of the hikes in Haleakala, let us know about it in the comments below. We have emerged from the car again. It is about 10 minutes to sunset.
So as the sun sets behind me, you can also see this big telescope right here, and that is the University of Hawaii's. This mountain is the 4th best place to view the solar system. So the University of Hawaii got a big telescope, and they can actually see a basketball in space 20,000 miles away, which is really useful when Space Jam is going on. Also, there is a U.S. naval base right there. Sorry, not the U.S. naval base. A U.S. observation belongs to the Department of Defense, and they monitor space activity. So there's about 8,000 objects out in space, and they track them all from that spot right there. Well, that was sunset. Haleakala?
Haleakala.
That was sunset at Haleakala. It's a nice sunset. The moon's on the other side. And we're racing back to our car, so we're not the last persons out of this park.
We don't want to get stuck in traffic.
Not the first one.
Well, that was sunset at Haleakala. It was beautiful. If you're here, you have to do it. It's really, I don't think, something that you can capture on camera. We tried. We'll see how it turns out, but it was absolutely gorgeous. Right now, we are heading into the Iao Valley. Today, we're starting our day off here in the Iao Valley, and behind me is the Iao Needle. We've just walked in, and it's beautiful. There is a $10 parking fee and a $5 per person entry fee, so keep that in mind when you're heading over to this park when you're planning your trip. This is just where we're starting our day. We have a lot of things on the agenda, so we're gonna keep on rolling because we're heading back to Hana a little bit later on.
This is one of the wettest spots on Earth, and we're actually here on a crystal clear day. They said it rains about an inch a day, and I'm feeling really lucky we got such great weather. If you come over to the Iao Valley, don't forget to come down on the trail here by the river. Just really impressive to look up at these tree-covered mountains. You're here in a rainforest, and wow, what a nice day. We're lucky to just not have any rain. This is like I said earlier, it's one of the wettest places on Earth. They average an inch of rain a day, and there's not really a cloud in the sky right now, and it's just incredible. I cannot recommend a visit to the Iao Valley enough. The needle is very, very cool. The setting is awesome, especially how it's created with the trade winds. Kind of learn about that history, and then also just how green and lush this area is. It's really a must-do in Maui. But we have a big day, so we are going to keep rolling. So one of the top places I wanted to try when we were in Maui was Tinroof Maui. Now their chef, Sheldon Simeon, has been on Top Chef twice. Unfortunately, he's runner-up both times, but he grew up on the Big Island in Hilo, where it rains a lot, and tin roof is kind of a callback to the tin roof he had on his house growing up, and that sound of rain hitting that tin roof. So his food is all about family, and I really wanted to try this spot, and I'm glad we grabbed it for lunch as we head out to the road for Hana. We stopped at a local beach because it's a takeout only spot. We got the mokiko chicken and the chopped steak, and they both look delicious. It's chicken thighs that are double fried, covered in a sauce. I got them over garlic noodles. That's one of the things that he's known for, is garlic noodles. Look at that. Those garlic noodles. And a nice big piece of chicken breast here. One of the things the chef talks about, he's got a cookbook, which I'm gonna buy when I get back home, and it's how to cook real Hawaiian food. And he noted that, you know, Hawaiian food isn't necessarily just spam and ham and pineapple and pizza. Hawaii is a very ethnically diverse place. You have a lot of Filipinos, Japanese, you have native Hawaiians. And so there's some fusion of that food, but each culture brought their most favorite dishes, and they've kind of, you know, picked and chose their favorite dishes from all the different cultures. So you do see a lot of fusion on the menus, but you actually see some traditional items. One of the fun parts of coming here is trying all the different foods and learning about why they're here and what they're doing with them now and how the food is shaping their culture.
I have the sliced flat iron steak over rice. Adam ordered it animal style. It's not exactly like In-N-Out Burger animal style, but it seems like maybe it's a little nod. Oh, all right. I feel like we just keep having amazing meals here in Maui. Every place we've gone has been absolutely amazing. This is just another one to add to the list.
I think we're gonna lay at this beach for a little bit, and then we're gonna hit the road to Hana for the second time. It's gonna be a much more relaxed trip over there, but it's such a nice day and it's such a nice drive. Why not do it again?
I like this beach a lot. It's got beautiful water, nice waves crashing. I wouldn't swim here. There are lifeguards down a ways, but just to lay out and peace out, this beach is doing it for me. We are stopping off at Ho'okipa Beach. We can see surfers and sea turtles, and we just want to go get a closer look. This could be Turtle Town, but it's not. There's like 50 turtles down there.
Wow, I could have stayed and watched those sea turtles all day. I've never seen anything like that before, and it was absolutely fascinating. I really could have just stood there and watched them, but now we are gonna keep on heading up the road to Hana. Our major destination today is Waianapanapa State Park to see the Black Sand Beach. We missed it the other day. That's a big reason why we are heading back up, because I know that it's a must-do on this drive. The reason we did not go to Waianapanapa Park the other day was because it has they have a reservation system. So, and they don't take day of reservation. So you have to book it at least 24 hours before. And when we decided to drive up the road to Hana the other day, it was a bit of a, you know, last minute decision. We had woken up early and we were like, let's go to Hana. So if you are doing this drive, make sure that you reserve your parking and entrance into Waianapanapa State Park, because you don't want to be like us and miss out. But we're not missing out because we're making sure we head back up. So we just stopped off at this pullout. We missed it the other day. It's the Iao Valley State Wayside, and you can get a great view of Haleakala right there. I'm blocking it. And there's multiple waterfalls way off in the distance that you can make out. And yeah, a lot of times it's covered in clouds and you don't get to see the top like that. So we're really lucky that we're getting a good view today. And there's just one little cloud up there. So it's beautiful. We were there for sunset last night. Look how far we've come. We made it to our destination at Waianapanapa State Park. Now we're gonna head down to the Black Sand Beach. Oh, we just caught our first glimpses of the Black Sand Beach over there. This is a gorgeous area. I mean, the cliffs are incredible. I'm so glad that we came back, and this was something we missed the other day, and I'm really glad that we made up for it, because I wouldn't have wanted to miss this.
Well, we made it to the Black Sand Beach. It's more of a lot of little tiny black rocks, and then once you get to the water, you kind of sink into it because it's wet. It's a little weird because you're not used to sand being this color. It's really rocks underneath. They don't hurt too bad. Well, we bounced around the ocean for about 30-45 minutes, and water was perfect. It's very clear. You can see all the way down to basically a black rock bottom. And now we're going to hike along this trail alongside the beach here. We're gonna look back at the beach, and there's some caves here. Caves have some interesting Hawaiian lore. One of the kings brutally murdered one of the queens here because he saw her reflection in the cave and found out where she was hiding. And every spring, this bay is where shrimp come to hatch, and those shrimp turn the bay red, and it is to signify the blood of her brutal murder. So, such a beautiful place and such a nasty backstory. This is for sure a highlight on the road to Hana, perhaps even the top highlight. And actually the reservation system works to your advantage because it limits the amount of people who are here. Now the reason we came back a second day was because we decided to spur of the moment go earlier in the week when we were up very early and the weather was nice. The weather is hit or miss here because they get a lot of rain. And so, to the best of your ability, check the forecast and try to figure out a day that's the least cloudy. And make a reservation for that day.
Well, we are up here now looking back at the beach over there. This is just such a beautiful place. I really feel like this is Hawaii. This is the landscape we were coming to see. It's things exactly like this. And this is definitely a must-do stop if you are on the road to Hana. You do not want to miss this. It is beautiful. Of course, it's a beautiful day. It could be rainy, it could be cloudy, but I still think you should come and see it because the landscape here is just gorgeous. And you can't see anything from, I mean, there's no other islands on this side, so it's just a full view of the ocean, which is really cool.
Am I good?
You're free to fly.
Alrighty. Oh!
Well, this morning, Madeline and I are going to do something that we've never done before. That's we're going to get on a boat, we're going to the middle of the ocean into a crater, and we're going to snorkel. So we're heading over to the boat right now, and we've really been looking forward to this. This is one of the big activities that we're going to do on this trip, and I'm pretty excited. Well, I am on board the Calypso. I've got my Reef Safe sunscreen on. It's kind of like a white chalk, but behind me is Maui, and we are probably a half hour away from Molokini Crater, which is where we're heading first. And the water temperature today is like 75 degrees. And they said this channel is basically lake-like conditions, so we picked the perfect day by chance, and we're pretty excited to get out there and do this. There's a very rare monk seal here today, which is pretty exciting. There's like 250 left.
To eat? A safe area to dive.
we're about to go snorkel.
In the area.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Well, here we are in the crater. Snorkeling was tons of fun. Am I good?
You're free to fly.
Alrighty. Oh!
Well, we had about an awesome hour and a half here in the Molokini Crater, and now we're gonna be heading to an area called Turtle Town. It's supposed to be a lot of sea turtles over there. Got to see the seal here. That was really cool. And what an experience.
This is the backside of Molokini Crater. It was once used as a military test site.
That's how good the conditions are today, so we're just pretty lucky we got out here today.
We are in Turtle Town swimming with these sea turtles.
I've seen so many.
It is amazing.
It's been
We've
incredible.
seen so many. They've been swimming right underneath us. It's incredible.
Wow. What a great experience in Turtle Town. Saw so many turtles. I could have done that all day. Well, we're back on the boat. We had a ton of fun, and we're gonna keep rolling here now once we get back on land. It's our last full day here, and
I could have stayed in Turtle Town all day because that was
unreal.
incredible.
Best experience so far.
Loved it. After an incredible morning of snorkeling, we have worked up a hunger. So we're heading over back to Lahiana. We're gonna get some ice cream, some craft beer, and some dinner. This is our last night in Maui, and it's gonna be hard to leave. We have so much to look forward to. We're going on to the Big Island. We're going to Oahu, but Maui has set the bar high for our first stop in Hawaii.
So tonight in Maui, we want to go a little more low-key. So we went to a fish market that also serves hot food. I got a Ono burger. It's 100% ground Ono, which is another fish I haven't tried yet. I'm excited to try it in a burger form. Madeline got 2 tacos. She got a Baja fish taco and a Kahlua pork taco. They both look really good, and we're gonna kind of split everything, so we're looking forward to it. All right, I'm gonna dig right into the Ono burger. It's got lettuce over it. It's got sauce on it. It's got some grilled onions on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
That looks kind of like a turkey burger. It's very mild. In fact, for most people, if you told them this wasn't fish, they probably wouldn't even know it. But I like it. I think this might not be my last Ono burger on the island.
All right, pork taco. That was very good. There's a lot of pork on here. It's shredded. And I thought we were going to eat a lot of pork here in Hawaii, but we really haven't. I'm really glad that I opted for this tonight. Oh, got me. Baja fish taco. It's fried mahi, it's super crispy, pico, and then the sauce, came on the side here. It's really good. I'm not sure what it is, but the sauces have been on point since we've been in Hawaii, I have to say. And we haven't had a fried fish taco yet, so mixing it up again. This is a great spot. Well, the fish market was absolutely delicious. Love the tacos. The Ono burger was a huge hit. It's gonna be tough to top.
Well, you know that we absolutely love visiting local independently owned craft breweries. It's the Red Sand Amber, which I'm guessing is a nod to Haleakala National Park. Up in that crater, you got a lot of red sand. We'll see how it is. Oh. So this baby beach blonde ale, it goes down really, really easy. And it's very refreshing. I haven't picked up surfing yet, but I can envision a long day of being out on the water, which we were out on the water today. We were snorkeling. Not quite as cool as surfing, but you know, we saw some turtles, so that was fun. But this goes down easy. Wish they'd bottle that up and send it back to the mainland.
We are at Ululani's and we are getting shaved ice. We got coconut, guava, and passion fruit, and it also has macadamia nut ice cream on the bottom. First shaved ice in Hawaii. I'm gonna get all the flavors, go right in.
When you get a Hawaiian ice at home, it's like chunky, and it's got a very syrupy topping to it, which was different.
Today we are exploring South Maui. We're in Kihei and we're heading for lunch at Coconut's Fish Cafe. We're here for fish tacos. We love fish tacos. Let's do it.
We're about to dig in some fresh fish here in Kihei in South Maui. And this is a macadamia encrusted mahi-mahi. It's local fish. We have eaten a lot of macadamia nuts because there was chocolate covered macadamia nuts at our Airbnb when we got there. So I thought, well, let's keep the macadamia nut train rolling and put it on the mahi-mahi, which is what we've done here. So let's dig in.
Oh man, that looks beautiful. It's on a big bed of brown rice.
First bite here in Maui. That's very, very good. Fish is incredibly fresh. Nice crust on that fish. Typically I like just one mahi, but I'm glad I got two.
Okay, so we got fish tacos. It even says on the door that their fish tacos are famous, and that is what we came here for. It looks absolutely beautiful. There's slaw, there's pineapple, tomatoes. This is gonna be a little bit messy. We're just gonna go for it, and then I'll probably eat the rest with a fork. That was really good. The pineapple on top is delicious, and then this slaw here has got a sweetness to it, and it really balances well with this south of the border sauce. I gotta find out what's in it. And obviously, the fish is delicious. It is fresh. We're in Hawaii.
Look how beautiful this taco is. It's a huge taco too. The slaw is really good. Fresh fruit. It has so much fish. Usually I get hungry after I eat fish, but I think it's because I don't eat enough fish. Those fish are gonna keep me full.
Well, that was a delicious meal here at Coconuts and was a great start to the rest of our trip here in Maui. We're out here exploring more of Maui. Right now we're at the Kealia Pond. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know in the comments below. But it is a wildlife preserve here. I think we're actually going to end up going to the beach over here. It's really beautiful. We were just coming by to check it out, but it's called Sugar Beach, and it looks really peaceful, and there's not very many people here, so I think we might hop into the beach. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, we might head back over to South Maui a little bit later on.
Well, good stop at Sugar Beach. We got some sun in the morning. Also got a little windy. Happens around here. We're gonna grab one of the quintessential dishes in Hawaiian cuisine, and that's poke. Poke really exploded on the mainland. They basically doubled the amount of places that serve poke in the early 2010s, and pretty much find it everywhere now. But I'm here and I want to try the real thing, and I want to try on each island we visit. And so we're in Maui, and we got a spot picked out here in South Maui that we're gonna go grab some poke at, hoping for some really fresh fish. They do different types of poke based on what's fresh catch, and I'm excited about it. Well, we just put in our order at South Maui Fish Company. I got the poke bowl. It's got half spicy, half traditional, a little bit of slaw, and Madeline's getting the fish tacos. We're probably gonna be splitting everything, but we're pretty excited. We're seeing them grilling up the fish right here, and I know they got the poke already made, and it looks really fresh. We got some live music here in this plaza we're eating in. They really turned this center courtyard of this shopping center into like a restaurant, and then the little bar over here, they got live music. We're gonna go in right into the tuna. Look at that. This beautiful fish, very pink. Oh, so fresh. The little sauce they put on it, sesame seeds, nice crunch. That's the real thing right there. Never had poke like that.
We also got their daily special, which is a macaroni salad with smoked marlin. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I've eaten a lot of macaroni salad in Hawaii. I didn't know that was such a delicacy here. That's really good. I'm learning a lot on my trip. This is delicious, and the sauce that is drizzled on top is fantastic. I don't think I'm just gonna eat all of this. Adam can eat the poke. Well, this is mine. We just finished up at South Maui Fish Co. Adam loved the poke. The tuna tacos were great. I have to say, the fish was so fresh, and I really am loving the macaroni salad out here. I'm just gonna be eating that for the rest of the trip. South Maui Fish Co. was awesome, highly recommend it. And now we're going to keep on rolling here in South Maui. We're here for parking lot pizza here at Outrigger Pizza in Kihei in South Maui. Everything on the menu looks absolutely incredible, but we decided to go with two local favorites. The first one is Maui onion, and the second is a lilikoi pork. Ooh, oh my gosh. The crust is amazing, the pork is delicious, there's a lilikoi sauce drizzled on top. I'm pretty happy we're on Maui eating pizza.
This is the other pizza, which is a Maui onion. And it looks delicious. We had a great time at Outrigger Pizza. We're gonna go keep exploring South Mountain.
We are now entering Waialapanapa. It might rain a little bit.
Well, that was our stop to Wailea Beach. Limited parking here. Nice little beach surrounded by resorts. Our plan for today here in the south part of Maui was to pop in to different beaches, spend about 30-45 minutes on a beach, figure out which ones we like, and then probably come back later in the week when we find the one we like the best. So nice little beach, but we're gonna keep exploring. Also, the weather was getting a little dark.
Well, we kept driving south and we've ended up in this natural area reserve that's full of black rock. I'm not sure if it's volcanic rock. It looks like it was all busted up, so it doesn't quite look like it's solid lava. So I'm not quite sure what's going on out here, but we're just driving around and checking it out. Yeah, I don't know.
Drive far south.
If you drive down, down all the way down to the south, this is what you're gonna hit.
Our next stop here in South Maui is the Maui Brewing Company. This place is huge, and it's got a great view of the mountains to the north. As you may or may not know, there's not a lot of room for fields of crops here in Hawaii, and what they do have in terms of agriculture is very sustainable and usually for fruit. So they have to get all their barley from the mainland. They ship it over and they brew the beer here, and then sometimes they ship the beer back. So logistics in action. So we got two beers here. We got the Barefoot Brew. This is Waimea Red. Ooh, man. Great stop here at Maui Brewing Company. We got one more stop we want to make. I think we're gonna go find a sweet treat. We're at the Sugar Beach Bake Shop. Sugar Beach Bake Shop is actually owned by the owner of Uluwani's Shave Ice, which we had the other day. It was terrific, so we said, all right, we'll go check out your bake shop as well. And we're glad we did, because if you've been watching any of our videos, you may have noticed we've had a love affair with macadamia nuts since we got to Island. We've gotten macadamia nuts covered in milk chocolate. We've gotten macadamia nuts crusted, macadamia nut crusted mahi mahi, and we've had macadamia nut ice cream. We're gonna finish a little macadamia nut brownie covered with white chocolate, and it's hot. It's getting melty.
This is a good sweet treat to end with. Well, it's not the last one, because Madeline kind of got a fun one too.
So I got a lily koi key lime pie. And lily koi is a fruit that I just discovered today because some of it was on my pizza earlier, but it's similar to a passion fruit. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. And I love key lime pie.
That looks great.
Looks really good. It's good. It's got the tart of the key lime mixed with the sweetness of the lily koi. And then it has a very, very crumbly graham cracker crust here. I haven't had key lime pie in a while.
We're a long way from Key West.
We're a long way from Key West, yes. But it does fit the setting pretty well. But I cannot believe how much pie and like candy and baked goods we've had since we've gotten to Hawaii. I really thought we would just be eating like fruit and really lean food while we're here, but these bake shops have been bringing it. That was our last day here in Maui. Like I said, it is really, really hard to leave, but now we gotta head over to the airport because we are catching a plane to the Big Island.